A wake-up call before the daily grind. A connoisseur's drink and a global commodity. Beans find their way into our coffee cups from remote hillsides like these mist-shrouded slopes in Chiapas. Like many other coffee-producing regions, survival here depends as much on the rise and fall of distant stock markets as it does on favourable growing conditions. Now, in a novel scheme, coffee growers of Chiapas joined with the entrepreneurs in Mexico City. It guarantees producers a fixed price, investors a profit, and connoisseurs a quality cup of coffee, whatever the market. Chiapas is Mexico's southernmost state. It's also the poorest. With a long history of upheaval and ongoing social conflict, its people have struggled for generations to gain land and raise their living standards.
Chiapas has been the most marginalized state, and for the rest of the country, it's been seen only as a source of primary resources. And it's for this reason that we had a state demonstration and the appearance of a wide range of social movements and even armed movements.
Coffee is the main cash crop in Chiapas, and many communities depend on coffee for survival. Yet in the past, without roads or transport, isolated producers had little choice who they sold their coffee to. They rarely won a fair price, but having fought for their land, they weren't prepared to be exploited by big business. In 1985, Unión de Ejidos de la Selva used its experience of social struggle to give producers collective bargaining power so as to get a fair price for their coffee and generate funds for community projects.
This field is worked collectively. Yes, it's important to grow coffee, but we are also very interested in the market, to have a secure market with a better price, because coffee growing involves a lot of hard work.
Unusually, the coffee is shade grown, preserving the trees under whose branches the beans flourish. The beans have a distinct flavour, a high-quality organic product. The organic beans are processed in a plant owned by the union. By cutting out middlemen, they control the value and quality of the product.
The process of dry benefit that we do in this factory is a process used to transform the Perigamo coffee to gold coffee. It's classified depending upon its characteristics and according to the requirements of the clients. This is a roaster, a machine that does the process of roasting with a stream of hot air. This way, the bean doesn't have any direct contact with the fire.
Coffee sold on the open market is usually unprocessed, but the growers sell roasted coffee at a higher price through a partnership that guarantees the sale of a third of their output. 2/3 are sold for export, and the rest is sold to a chain of coffee shops in Mexico City. Café de la Selva was opened by a group of social entrepreneurs in partnership with the producers and aims to guarantee a fair price.
This is an enterprise that cannot afford to pay an inflated price. That will put the business at risk. Because this is a business as well, not a charity, Vinculo y Desarrollo creates businesses that are profitable for members, investors, and also pays a premium to the producers, as well as paying a good price for the quality of the coffee.
Guaranteed sales to the coffee chain gives growers a much-needed regular income. A small percentage of profits goes to the Union of Village Associations to reinvest in coffee production and community development projects. The union has paid for a women's centre that runs reading classes and human rights training, and women learn how to bake biscuits that are sold with the coffee.
El papel importante de la mujer ahorita es empezarse a capacitar.
The women's group plays an important role in empowering women
De capacitaciones como él es
through providing training in human rights literacy, and many of the skills needed in the workplace.
que residen en las comunidades.
More widely, the union acts as an advocate, lobbying for better health, education, and infrastructure in the remote villages of Chiapas.
Vínculo y Desarrollo is not a buyer, it's a partner, and together we are making this work. It's not a buy and sell relationship, but together we give a service to the public. This relationship is a new concept.